Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a little tutorial on this look. It is a very simple eyes neutral. It's all neutral. The main event is this hot fiery reddish red that I think it's perfect for summertime. So as usual, we're gonna start right with the eyes. Alrighty, and to get started we're going to prime our eyelids, and today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I've actually really been liking this one. It's like my second favorite now. So, just kind of dab it all over the place. And we are going to be using the Tartelette palette. So I'm going to grab my Bdellium Tools 775, which is just a flat shader brush. So we're going to go right in with Super Mom, which is like a really off-white, almost beigey shade. And we're just going to focus most of it up on this area so you look crazy. And then blend it in everywhere. Once you kind of blended it everywhere, you want to go ahead and dab in there one more time, and then just kind of focus it in the center of the eyelid, because this is what's going to give dimension to your eye as well, and it's just going to attract the light to your eyes. I'm going to go in with Dreamer, which is like a really nice chocolatey shade, and I'm just going to grab that on a like slanted, really fluffy brush. And a trick I like to do if you are kind of starting off is you could definitely, again, use that card. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to make sure to cut it off in the lower lash area. And then you want the darker shade, so Dreamer, and just like the crease of it. So you can just lay it down right there. And honestly, just leave it there. Make sure to blow off the excess whenever you're doing this. And then you can go ahead and grab my handy dandy, the smallest blending brush I have, and just focus it there. And don't bring it up too high or anything, just kind of blend it out. Windshield wiper motions and a little bit in circular motions, just literally right on that crease. Well blended out, so you're going to go ahead and do the same thing over on this side. And then you're going to go ahead and grab a bigger, a fluffier blending brush. So I'm going to be using the Bdellium Tools 7985. And at this point you can start blending it a little bit, just upwards, like you can bring it up a little higher, so that it seems a little bit more diffused. And then you're going to grab Wanderer with the same blending brush. Knock off the excess. And if this is going to help you, you can go ahead and just do that again. And you kind of want to start it off a little bit higher. And blend in circular motions. And doing it this way is going to leave you a pretty sharp edge. where the card is, but I do go ahead and blend that out a little bit, because that line will also help for the little angled eyeliner we're going to do later on, but I don't want it too harsh, so I do diffuse it later on. Just keep doing it. Keep blending out in circular motions and then in windshield wiper motions as well. And then you can go back in and just blend this little area. It's closer to the inner corner. And then we're going to grab the very beginning, the flat shader brush that we used, and so I used the 775. And I'm going to go in with Power Player, which is a taupier color on one side of the brush. And we're going to use this card again. These cards are like my best friends. So you just want to bring it in a little bit, lay down the Power Player in kind of like a V, just a little bit in this area, and that's just going to give the eye a little bit more dimension. And you can go ahead and grab the same bigger fluffy blending brush, and again I use the 785 and just blend that in that little area. And the one thing I like about the flat shading brush I use, the 775, is that when I pick up like a darker color on the other side, you can't really tell. So we're going to use the same brush, just different side of it, and I'm going to pick up Wanderer once again. And I'm going to mix it in a little bit with Free Spirit, which is the other lighter shade, but it has more of like a yellowish undertone. And then you're just going to focus it on this center area. And then go ahead and just blend it out one more time. And then we're done with the eyeshadows. Now we just have to line our eyes. So I'm going to be using the Essence eyeliner brush, and of course the Tarte Clay Pot liner, because it's my favorite. And so I'm just going to show you on one side because that'll be enough. But what I like to do is I like to go like this, like look at my eye, because you know when you close your eyes it looks different sometimes if you don't do it right. So I like to tilt to the side, kind of close my eyes, and again line it, like I'll act like I'm lining it towards the bottom of my eyelash, the lower lash line, and just like draw a little line. And once I start mapping it, then I will kind of bring it up, because you don't want to just go out straight, you want to bring it upward at an angle. So you have your line and you want to just literally bring it back down, and just avoid that little area, so that when you close it, it's and do this and do that, it still looks good. So you want to bring it down like at an angle, again very close to here. You don't want to like just go straight down, because then it'll look it all bleh. But I don't know if you guys got a good look. Just kind of work around it, and then I mean I'm pretty much set. I just have to connect everything else. So I'll go back in there, just line your eyes closest to the lash line as possible. And then once you have most of it lined, you can either just work on it until you're satisfied. So like I do have, you know, a pretty nice shape in it already, but I'm gonna just keep putting more product on, and I think I'm gonna make it just a tiny bit thicker on the outer corner. And make sure you fill everything in. If you have any like naked spots. This is one of those things where like you don't talk while you're doing it, which is why I'm like but I am pretty satisfied with it now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one real quick, and then we will start with the face. I'm gonna jump off screen and do my contour routine, which if you haven't seen it, it was the video I posted 2 videos ago. Very detailed, so go watch it because it is very important, just especially since we're doing minimal eyes and I'm going to be doing a very bold lip. Sometimes that makes me look pale, whether it be like a bright color or like a really, really dark one. So I do like to make sure everything kind of looks sculpted, so it doesn't wash my face out completely. So to finish, I already did my contour and everything, but lately what I've been doing to set my nose, after I blend everything, is I've been grabbing my Afterglow from Pure. It's like my favorite nose highlighter to make it look slimmer. So I'll just grab that with my fan brush and just go ahead and put a little bit on there. And then as far as blush goes, I'm actually going to do a mixture of Wanderer, so in this one, and I'm going to grab my Bdellium Tools 959, which is just like this really fluffy brush. So I'm going to do a little mixture of Wanderer and Force of Nature. Force of Nature is a little bit more of a, like a mauve-y, has a little bit of a pink tint to it, and then Wanderer is just a little bit, you know, brown. We use it in the crease area. Then you want to dust excess off, and then go ahead and smile. And you're just going to put it right on the apples of the cheeks, and then go upwards. As far as highlighter, I'm going to use Becca's Champagne Pop, just in the high areas of my cheeks, just because it'll give it a nice glow. A nice golden glow. So and you can put a little bit up here in this brow area as well. We're done with the face. Highlighter, everything's on. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my handy dandy Urban Decay all-nighter. And I kind of feel like, especially for the summertime, you really want to shower yourself in this stuff, or else it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't work anymore. But if you like legit shower in it, then we're good. So double check that everything is blended out exactly how you want it to be. I think everything looks pretty good. And then you can go ahead and shower, because once this happens, you know, you can't really fix anything. So. And the reason I do so much as well. Like I feel like I would have probably done less if my pump works, but like I bought one and I had to return it because it literally wouldn't spray, and this one like sprays and then it doesn't spray, so. Alright, and then lastly, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put my mascara on. I just uploaded the video on how I do it prior to this one, so if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. It is super, it's really not that long at all. The only reason it's long is because I talk so much. But go ahead and check that one out. I'll leave the link either down below or somewhere around here. Alright, and then now that I put mascara on, I did also put some on my bottom lashes, which I don't usually do, but that's because it'll cause more attention to your eyes as well. It'll bring more light in. But another trick that you can do as well is just run a waterline pencil down there, and you can either do white, which I personally don't like to do. I think that's too much. Or you could do like a nude, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the Tarte. I feel like I use a lot of Tarte, but whatever. I'm going to be using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Inner Rim Liner it's the brightener, so it's the nude shade. So I'm just going to run that just down in my waterline. And before I did this, that is that, and you see how it just kind of made my eyes a little bit bigger, whiter. It brings a little bit more attention to them. That's exactly what we wanted. And then the very last step for this look is the lips. So we are going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in the shade Morocco, which is 22. Because it's that red, but it has that orangey undertone, and I think that color right now, that red is everything for the summertime. So we're going to do that. And I had already prepped my lips, so I used my lip balm, which is its Skin Macaroon one. This one, it leaves them very hydrated. Like it looks like I put some type of gloss on or something, but I don't. It's just this. And then I put a little bit more of this on when I was doing my eyelashes. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it off, just blot it on tissue paper, because I still want a little bit there, in hopes that maybe it doesn't make my lips too crusty. See what I'm talking about though? Like, once I put this on, all this contour stuff calmed down because the attraction is going to be on your lips. So everything, it's going to make you look pale a little bit. So go a little bit extra ham on that bronzer if you're going to wear a bold lip. We are completely done with this look. I actually think this red is everything for summertime. I have literally been wearing it non-stop. Like, it's getting a little ridiculous. I wear it like at least once every weekend. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below, because we are finally starting to do looks. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It is very simple, but it's perfect for summertime. So see you guys in my next video.